Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Running the Ropes with your host Tim Idstein. I'm going to be reviewing NXT Takeover Orlando from the previous WrestleMania weekend that's just gone by. It was a really good show. I was really looking forward to this one and had some great wrestling action happening. So we're going to go straight into the action. First up was Sanity versus Ty Dillinger, Ruby Riott, Roderick Strong, and a guest appearance. Well, not a guest appearance, a special surprise appearance from Cassius Ohno. So it was pretty much expected, to be honest, he was going to be the surprise entrance, but still a really good pop and exciting to see him in action. The crowd was really hot for Ty Dillinger. They were just going crazy for the 10 chance, as they should, because he is awesome. Looking forward to him coming up to the main roster. They were really hot for Ty Dillinger. The girls seemed a little bit sloppy in this match, to be honest. It wasn't the greatest match out of the girls. They kind of, just didn't, they might have been a little bit nervous or something like that. I'm not sure what was going on, but they just seemed a bit sloppy, which did bring down the overall quality. Nothing to write home about in this match. There was some great spots in there from Cassius with his punch. That was really quite funny. If you've seen the match, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to give this match a 3-star. Moving on to the second match was Alistair Black versus Andrade Almas. I can never say his name right. I'm sorry if I just butchered that. Had never seen Alistair Black before and heard a little bit about him coming into this match. I was really excited to see him just based off his kickboxing background. Now, this guy did not let me down. I was really impressed by the entrance. His look isn't the traditional wrestler look. He's kind of he's very intimidating, but just not the traditional Vince McMahon wrestler look. And man, can he kick. He can strike like no one else. It was great to see, so I thought it was a really good entrance for him. Again, not the most amazing match I'd ever seen in my life, but a really good debut pay-per-view match for Alistair Black. Some really good kicks in there. I'm giving this match a 3.5-star rating. Moving on to the third match of the night was the Authors of Pain defending their NXT Tag Team titles against the Revival and DIY. Now, this had a great story, this match. It was a phenomenal match. I'd say match of the night for sure. Just had a great story at the start with the DIY and Revival teaming up to take out Authors of Pain together. Just heaps of good storytelling. It was just constantly kept you engaged in the match. Just excellent match all around. Up until the ending, it was outstanding until DIY got eliminated, and it seemed to suck a little bit of the energy out of the match. But the main thing that that seemed to stand out was the Authors of Pain didn't seem to know what to do after they had eliminated DIY. It seemed like it got into a bit of a rut at the end. They seemed a bit confused, or I'm not sure what happened exactly, but it just wasn't quite right at the ending. So it was definitely going for a 4.5-star, even close to a 5-star match. It was pretty phenomenal, but just that last 5 minutes of the match really let it down a little bit. So unfortunately, I'm going to give it a 4-star match, but still really, really worth watching, just that last bit. So the second last match, semi-main event of the night, was the women's NXT Women's title match between Ember Moon and Asuka. Now, I don't know if it's just because we came out of that tag match and I was really excited by that. Going into the next match, I wasn't quite as interested for whatever reason. I was interested at the start, but then the match just wasn't that intriguing for me throughout the bout. I just found it a little bit slow, maybe, I'm not sure. It wasn't bad by any means. It was a good, solid match, but just nothing that memorable. So a good solid outing by the women. It was cool to see Asuka as well starting to show a little bit of heel trait in her character. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. And I'm thinking this is going to be the start of a really good feud, or part of the start of a really good feud coming up between these two women, because they can both go really well. So I'm giving this match a 3.5-star rating. Good solid match, but nothing super memorable. Okay, and the last match of the night was the main event, was the NXT Heavyweight title between Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Roode. Now, I absolutely love both these guys. How can you not? They're just both so charismatic and good in the ring. This match was definitely better than the last TakeOver match they had. It was something was missing from that match. This match was definitely much better. I don't think it was quite as good as the tag title match. Not quite match of the night, just got edged out there, but a really, really good match worth watching. Some really good spots there. I really enjoyed the MMA stuff that Shinsuke was throwing into it. You could see his legit background was really coming into play there with his arm bars, triangle chokes. Just some really, really great spots there with chain wrestling on the ground. Some really good stuff. Obviously, Bobby Roode just so good to watch with his charisma, playing to the crowd. He's excellent. So the match I'm going to give is a 4-star rating. Really, really good, solid match. So overall for NXT TakeOver, there's some really interesting stuff in there. It was good to see because I felt like NXT's been on a little bit of a lull in the last few months. Obviously Bobby Roode coming in has been really good, but besides him, there hasn't been too much going on that's been quite, I don't know, just it almost seems like they need a couple of new guys, and it's good seeing Alistair Black coming in, Cassius Ohno coming back, just giving a bit more of a freshness to NXT again. So it was good to see that Orlando was better than the last NXT. So I'm going to give this pay-per-view a 4-star rating. It was really good, definitely worth watching, every match worth seeing, but particularly the tag team title match, that was just outstanding. Really good stuff there. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please leave your comments below what you guys thought of the matches, what you thought was the star ratings, and see you guys next time. Thank you.